Back of the Net is brought to you by the Irish Embassy Pub and Coldwell Banker Heritage House Realtors, your Durango local area real estate experts. Locally owned, nationally known.
Welcome to the Back of the Net with me, Jordan Alexander, here at a very haunted Irish Embassy Pub, the home of Durango soccer. Now this week the Durango High School team had a great win and now they're in the second round of the playoffs. And Fort Lewis College had a loss against Mesa State University and a win against Metro State in overtime. And I'm here with Ogie Kennedy and Elliot Prost. How you doing, guys?
Jordan, how you doing?
Very good, thank you. It's a very maroon day. We've both got the trousers and Elliot with the blazer.
It's fall colours, isn't it?
It is, keeping with the spirit. So Elliot, you brought your boots in today.
I did.
I see they're a bit ripped.
They are.
Been playing hard.
The rise. Yeah, I mean, from my position, so much tackling and 50-50s. It's kind of hard on the boots.
But they serve you well.
Not too much in terms of like scoring goals and stuff like this, but
game-winning assist on Sunday, though.
On Sunday against the Metro?
Yeah.
I heard it was a bit of a Brazilian moment with a nice little turn.
Yeah, no, a great turn and an awesome pass to play in Luke, so it was a great goal.
So obviously we're here today in a bit of a haunted set.
Yeah, you could probably say a little bit like our season at times this year.
Yeah, you could. Down for all things.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's been interesting. It's been back and forth, and again this weekend, two mixed results.
Mm-hmm. Now, Elliot, you've had a lot of injuries already in the past in your Fort Lewis history. Talk us through those injuries.
Well, I had mainly just one big one that kept me out for about 8 months.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been a lot of work to get back, and with the trainers at school, a lot of like work constantly over weeks. But I think they did a good job, and I'm happy with my fitness level right now. I'm happy with how my knee is handling up and everything. So I'm glad all of this is behind me, and I'm really hoping that it's never gonna come around again.
Yeah. An extraordinary recovery when you think about the level of the ACL tear that Elliot suffered, and we never doubted that he'd be back for his senior year. The amount of work he put in, and anyone who was over campus over the spring, or even as quickly as he came back in the summer, it was just phenomenal. The determination and how he got himself ready. I don't think I've ever seen a player recover that way. So it's a credit to him and how hard he worked. So it's great to just have him on the field this year.
And Elliot's from France. Where did you find Elliot?
We were lucky, Elliot actually came through another player from. Elliot originally went to Clayton State out in Atlanta, and had an experience there, and wanted to look for something different. And actually, through Marcel, who came from Clayton as well, we got in contact with Elliot, or Elliot got in contact with us. We were able to get him out on a visit and convince him to come and join us at Fort Lewis. And I think the only negative in Elliot's story is that we only got him for 2 years and not 4, because he's been a tremendous addition and someone that we love working with.
Excellent. So let's talk about the games this weekend. Quite a tough game on Friday night against Mesa.
Yeah, I mean, tough. Obviously, we knew going into it that for them, they were playing for the opportunity to win their first league title ever. So we knew they were going to be up for it, and definitely a physical battle, a physical encounter. I think 7 yellow cards, a red card for them, 7 yellow cards for them. Definitely a physical game, and although we controlled possession and created chances, we just couldn't get it in the net.
They really popped the bus, didn't they, at the end?
And to be fair to them, that's kind of the mentality they've had all season, is being tough defensively. They haven't scored a lot of goals, but they've done a great job defensively, and so that was tough. They were tough to break down. I think we feel, though, as a group, if we do get another opportunity to play them in the RMAC tournament potentially, that we'd like that opportunity and have another go with them, because I think we learned from that experience on Friday. Yeah,
and how frustrating was that for you, Elliot, trying to penetrate their back four but not being able to get through?
Yeah, I think it was really frustrating, because it was a tough game, like all around, really physical, like Ogie said. And I think it's those type of game, whoever scores first has a higher chance to win the game, and unfortunately they did. But it's been really physical. They've been tough on us, and like Ogie said, I think it will be a good chance for us if we can play them again and be able to beat the league champion.
Yeah. And now you had a few players missing. Cesar Castillo with some yellow cards.
Unusual week, yeah. I mean, going into Friday, we lost Austin Dirksen
to a car.
A unique bike accident, hit by a car. He's okay, fortunately. Unable to play this weekend. He'll be touch and go to see if he's back this week. So he was a loss, and then we lost Malik, we lost Tomino, and we got Alberto back. So it's been interesting, because you get one guy back healthy and you lose 3. So that's difficult to cope with. But again, Trevor came in and played some significant minutes this weekend for the first time. I thought he did really well. It gave us some good relief in those positions. So yeah, it's been interesting. It's been tough. I mean, we've talked about it before with Elliot and Capo and Giannis. This is the first time where we've actually in 2 years been able to play those three guys together, which is kind of the recruiting plan that we had originally when we looked to get all three. And Sunday was the first time really that those guys got to play significantly together. And I thought the way that we dominated possession was phenomenal. I've never seen a college soccer game like it. I think it was nearly 80% possession, and the ball just seemed to be always at a Fort Lewis player's feet. So which is what we preach and what we're trying to do up there. So it was great to see that replicated.
And how's Ryan Shaw doing? 6 staples in the head.
Yeah, they grow him tough down in Texas. It was, it's tough being a goalkeeper, and we've seen it in the professional level. Peter Cech having a bad head injury, and it's definitely a risk with that position. Unfortunately, the player stepped on Ryan's head and also on his chest. He had quite a nasty scar on his chest as well. So we had to get him stapled up. He wasn't able to finish the game Friday, but as soon as we picked him up from the hospital, his first thought was playing Sunday. So there was no way anyone was keeping him out. So that's a credit to him, because Ryan is, he gives us something different than the other goalkeepers in terms of us being able to keep possession with him being a player back there. And you see that in the professional game too, with Manuel Neuer at Bayern Munich, and how much onus is now being put on the goalkeeper being part of the field as well. So Ryan adds that to his game, and so that's really helpful for us. I think that was another factor in Sunday's possession.
And Sunday's game, the overtime victory, Luke Lawrence with the goal.
Yeah, I mean, again, as we said to the guys at the end of the game, look, we've been here before. We haven't gotten the breaks. We've lost twice in overtime this year, and we felt that we were due one. And again, the way the game had gone, we had chances to win it. We had a ball that I think in the video replay looked like it was over the line. Header hit the crossbar and bounced down, and so we had played really well to that point, and we felt like if we just kept doing what we were doing in the first 90 minutes, that we would have the opportunity to win it in overtime. And Elliot came up huge for us.
Well done, Elliot. So, what's this weekend?
Halloween at Mines. We leave again Thursday. It's been tough for us. We've been on the road a lot these last couple of weeks. And Metro was a huge win because it's the first time we've beaten a team in the top half of the table this year, which is important for us. And we have another opportunity to do that against Mines on Friday. And then we'll come back home for our senior day and last game against Christian here on Sunday. And then we'll know our fate at that point, because right now, everybody is on 21 points apart from Regis and Mesa. So although we've qualified for postseason play, we've got 2 games that could determine whether we host a game here or whether we're on the road, and we could even sneak in second depending on how results go. So for us, it's important to keep playing, and we've got seniors like Elliot that are determined to make sure they get the right results in the last few games.
Excellent. Well, all the best and good luck this weekend.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you for dressing so well, Elliot.
Thank you, Jordan.
Appreciate Jordan as always, and hopefully we'll have 2 more wins on Monday to talk about.
Yeah, we'll see you next week.
Okay,
See
bye-bye.
you.
After the break, more Back of the Net.
Your home. It's made of wood and nails, doors and windows. But it's more than that. Your home is you. It's who you are, where you're from. It's what you long for whenever you're away. And it's the only place in the world where you know one thing for certain. You're home.
Welcome to the Irish Embassy Pub Durango. We import the majority of our products straight from the Emerald Isle, and let's get it right. You want your Guinness directly imported from Dublin. You want it stored at precisely the right temperature. And you want the pour to be a matter of taste and science. You want to pull with the patience and precision that it deserves. And if that wasn't authentic enough, you want to enjoy it in a pub where the shelves are stocked with 24 different kinds of Irish whiskey. Yes, you want the true Irish experience. Come visit us at the Irish Embassy Pub Durango.
Back of the Net is brought to you by the Irish Embassy Pub and Coldwell Banker Heritage House Realtors, your Durango local area real estate experts. Locally owned, nationally known.
Welcome back to the Back of the Net. Now here with me today, as usual, Coach Dalon Parker. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you, Jordan?
So it's a great weekend for you.
It was a good weekend.
Yeah.
It was a great weekend, actually. We ended up winning our first round playoff game, and being at home for the first time in like 5 years or 6 years, something like that. So it was a great weekend.
And there's a huge crowd there as well. I got to the game for the end of it.
It was fun. The kids had a lot of fun just playing in front of their peers. You know, that's always great when your friends are standing there and you're trying to kind of play as hard as possible. So
show off for the girls.
Fun. Yeah, that's what it's about for most of the boys. They're showing off a little bit and they're enjoying themselves. So whatever, as long as we win.
So take us through the game.
The game was a pretty good match for the first 20, 25 minutes. We definitely battled trying to feel each other out. We've never played each other before, ever. And so them being from the Front Range didn't know much about us, and I didn't get to see film on them because in high school level, coaches are kind of stingy with their film. So all I had was scouting reports. But after we settled down from being at home, the nerves of the first round, we started to take over a little bit, especially after we got our first goal. Nate Cremano, who was on the show last week,
the pizza cat
guy, he scored with his butt. How fitting is that? So he scored our first goal, and it just relaxed all the boys, and then we started to possess and take over and defend very well. And then the second goal was inevitable. It came, and we ended up winning 2-0. You know, I think the newspaper says they outshot us 5-6, but you know, going back and looking at the film, there was probably 3 shots that were really on frame at the end of the day, and so our defense has been playing really well. So it's been fun.
Who scored the second goal?
Vance Bulin scored the second goal.
How's that?
And that was a good one. It was just a nice little, ball comes across the box on the ground, one of those dangerous balls. He puts it in with the inside of his foot. You know, keeper's moving from right to left or left to right, just make it hard for him, and he finishes. Which is actually really good because Vance has been struggling on putting the ball in the back of the net here recently, and he just came off an injury. So I was really happy for him that he got a chance to put one in the back of the net during our first round playoff game. But we're out of it. We're out of the first round, and we're moving on. So they're super stoked.
Yeah, it's a great confidence boost for them to go into the first round and have a good win like that, not concede any goals.
Oh yeah, and not to barely give up any shots, any attempts. You know, everything they took was about 30 yards out from us. We never really gave up anything close to being on frame. So it was great. It was good. So we're just back to work.
So next time we see you, you would have played Littleton in the second round.
Yes, we would have played Littleton next time we talk in the second round, and they're a little bit like one of our rivalries, our rivalry schools. They're a little bit like Montrose. They play a little bit like them. So we've been looking at film on them, actually. We have film on them, and the boys are pretty stoked. It's always funny to see high school kids watch film because you always, as a coach, get nervous. You're like, don't watch the players, watch what they're doing. And this group they've been very smart. They've been, well, coach, they play like this and they do this. So it's been fun to just kind of walk them through, the film together, and they're walking me through the film. I'm not really saying much. I'm letting them talk, and then we build our practices around that, what we're looking for. So it's going to be a great match. It's an 8 seed versus a 9 seed. They're the 8 seed. We're the 9 seed. It's going to be really fun to play. Hopefully we come out on the better end of it. The boys are ready. They're stoked. We travel all the time, so this is nothing new for us to travel 6.5 hours and play. So it should be fun.
And with that travel, lastly, how do you prepare in terms of, do you have practices when you get there? You got to travel up there today. You're going to practice before the game? Do you just travel and then play?
Yeah, we'll travel. Today is Monday. Yeah.
Today is Monday.
I was like, today is Monday, isn't it? We'll travel Monday. We play Tuesday at 5 o'clock. So what we'll do is we'll travel, and I'll get them up there, and I'll try to keep it as normal as possible. We'll eat, study hall, free time, things like that, and then we'll wake up in the morning and everything is scheduled for them. It's kind of like I try to make it as close to a college atmosphere as I can. Everything's scheduled out. Lunches, lunches, breakfast. We have a pregame walkthrough on the field that we're going to play at for an hour. And so just my whole big thing with the boys right now in the playoffs is making everything normal and taking our time, not feeling rushed. And that's kind of my job now, is to dissect the team, but make sure the boys are not rushed in anything they do. Make sure it's just normal, because the pressure's there, and they can handle the pressure, but they don't need more pressure by being sped up. So, that's really how we travel, and then we'll come back after the game at 5 o'clock on Tuesday night. We'll travel. We get home about 1:30. They'll be in class at 8 o'clock in the morning, and if we win, we'll get ready to play Saturday.
So next time we see you, it'll be a third round.
Yes.
Yes.
We're going to go ahead and say we are, yes.
Okay. Well, all the best and good luck, and we wish you the best.
Thank you.
After this, more Back of the Net.
My name is Johannes Becker. I'm from Germany. Caesar from Durango, Colorado. I'm Mike from Durango, Germany. Keezer from Colorado. Sure. My name is Capo and I'm from Spain. Yeah. Alex Kilberry, Monument, Colorado. Kilberry. Yeah, I remember that in LA. Oh, he killed it! Oh. I'm Aaron Clore from Albuquerque, New Mexico. So I hit the crossbar. Oh. Taylor Foss from Paris, France. Hit it like a thug. Ah! Luke Warren's, Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Name's Trevor, aka T Nasty, from Las Cruces, New Mexico.
Las Cruces got nothing. My name is John Cunliffe. I'm from Bayfield, Colorado. Hey, Turkey. It's only got so many memory on it. Oh. Oh.
Well, if that's the full-time whistle, then that means that's the end of another show. Good luck to the DHS boys on their run this weekend when they're off to Littleton. And everyone who's watching, have a happy Halloween. Now, before I leave, Manchester United took on Chelsea in the hotly anticipated game this weekend in the English Premier League. And Robin van Persie scored the winner in overtime. A great goal. But you know what he did? He got the ball, it fell to him on the edge of the box, and he didn't just tap it in, he smashed it right in the back of the net. I'm Jordan Alexander. We'll see you next time.
Back of the Net is brought to you by the Irish Embassy Pub and Coldwell Banker Heritage House Realtors, your Durango local area real estate experts. Locally owned, nationally known.